coming to the summary of the story, we see that there's a child who's being taken to fair by his parents, and there is every year in a village there are a number of times that fairs are being held, and people, they go to fair and they just enjoy all the things over there. So similarly in their village it was fair, and parents decided to take their kid to that fair. Fair is basically Mela. So as parents decided to go to the fair, there were a lot of things even on the way where child was attracted, and he was just delaying going to the fair because he was attracted by so many things. He wanted to stop at every place and see, like he wanted to see mustard fields and then go forward. But his parents were in a hurry, and they forced him to move fast and go to the let's go fast to the fair. Now we see that first of all you need to see and notice one thing, that here in the story the child is being referred to as the child, the lost child, as there is no name of the child which is being mentioned in the story. As you can clearly see, no name, neither of him, neither of his parents is being mentioned in this story. Then we see that as child reaches the fair, he's attracted by so many things. Now this is the psychology of every child, be it any child from any part of the world. Every child has same psychology. As soon as parents, they take you to a very attractive place, so the children, they are attracted so much and they want everything from that place. It might have happened with you also, when your parents might have taken you to any fair or maybe to a mall. So what happens? You see candy, first of all, these people are also very smart. They display all the attractive things which is in the reach of the kids, in the reach of the children, so that children, they can go and take them themselves, right? So this is the strategy which these people, they use. Now secondly, what children, they usually do, as soon as they see all these pretty things, they are so attracted that they want everything in their life. Okay, everything which is there in the mall, they want everything, starting from the toys, from candies, from whatever, even if some device they are not unaware of, they want that also. So this happens with children, because children, they are attracted. This is the basic psychology of the child, of any child. So similarly, as soon as this child, he enters the fair, he is attracted by so many things. He is attracted by toys, balloons, eatables. He is attracted by gulab jamun, barfi, jalebi, and then he is also attracted by cooing of the dove. So dove is a bird which was actually making sounds, cooing sounds. So the child was also attracted by this and was stopping and seeing that. Then his parents has to ask him, okay, don't waste time here, let's move, come forward. So every time he would just stop at places and then he would request his parents to buy him that. But his parents, they were very sure, they knew it very well, because most of the time in the fairs, the prices of the things are very high. Then what is the worth of those things? So that's why parents were all the time, they did not pay heed, they did not pay attention to the child's request, and they said no, that they will not purchase or buy him all these things. Now as they move forward, now child again saw something and was attracted towards it, and that was garland of gulmohar. Garland is basically a string which is attached to flowers, which is also put on the head of the people, like tiara, or sometimes it is also like mala types of. So that is garland, where flowers are being attached by thread. So but he saw it and he wanted it, and he was so attracted towards it, he was again stopping and seeing it. But he did not ask his parents this time, because he knew the response of his parents very well. He knew it very well. His parents are not going to buy him this, because they have already refused for so many things. So that's why he just thought it is wastage to ask his parents. Now as he moves forward, he saw a snake charmer. Now snake charmer is a person who plays music in order to attract the snake, and in order to control the snake basically, and he charms the snake. That's why he is known as snake charmer. So snake charmer was actually playing music on his flute, and now child, when he listens and sees the snake charmer, he is completely lost into the music. He's so lost, and he's just standing there listening to the music of the snake charmer. Now soon he moves forward and asks his parents for a ride. Now as he moves forward, now he says that he wanted a ride of some mood swings which were there. But there was no reply from his parents. So he saw that, okay, that why my parents are not responding. Then he looked back in front of that, where are his parents, and he realized that he could not find his parents, and realized that he was actually lost in this huge crowd. As there was a lot of crowd, and he was so attracted towards the snake charmer that his parents did not realize that the kid was not with them, and that's why he was actually lost. Now, as he could not find his parents, he's completely shouting about his mother and father and screaming their names, but he could not find. So as he could not find, so he was a very little child, so he starts crying. So he is crying out so badly. Then there's a very kind person who comes to him, and he picks up the child and tries to console him and calm him down, that it's okay, no problem, don't worry, you will be able to find your parents. He would actually help him to find his parents. Now we see that there's very strange thing that happens. This kind person is such a kind person that he is also offering all the things like balloons, the toys, the edible things, the eatables, everything he is offering to the child. That he is asking the child to actually have all the things which he wanted earlier. Now, which the things child wanted earlier, now this kind man is offering him all the things. But this child is ignoring. Now the child says that no, he does not want anything, but he's only repeating one line again and again, and that was he just wanted his mother and father, and that's why he's only crying for them. Now see, there's a very important psychology of the child here, that though the child, when he is lost, okay, now when the child is lost, and though the person is offering him all the things which he wanted earlier, child does not want it, because for child his parents are more important. His parents are above everything. He values his parents more than all the little things in the fair, like toys and like balloons. For him now all these things are of little value. His parents are of more value. That is what the child psychology is, which is being depicted in this story. Now the child's desire for everything that he had eyes on earlier has no importance to him, because he realized that he was lost, and he realized what he values more is his parents, and not just the items in that fair. Now this story ends here only. There's no ending to the story. We don't know what happened exactly to the child. We are unaware of the child's situation, that whether he's able to find his parents or not, and how he finally managed to find his parents, and how he was reunited with his parents. Nothing is mentioned in the story. It is completely your perspective. At times you are being asked to give a proper ending to the story. So it is your mouth, it is your wish. You could give any kind of ending to the story. Either you can give the ending that the child was lost forever and he could not find his parents, but the possibility of that happening is very low. Or you can say that parents were waiting at the gate of the fair, and they were waiting for the child. Or you can say the child and the parents, they both were searching for each other, and finally after like few hours of struggle they found. Or maybe you can write down the police came, and then he spoke to the child, and that's how the police dropped the child at their home, because at that time phones were also not there. So any ending you can give it to the story, as it is not mentioned, and only if it is asked in the question, that to give a proper ending to the story, only then you can write down any kind of story.